Good morning, students. So today we'll be continuing with the discussion on the implications of holistic understanding of harmony on professional ethics. So we have already touched upon the concept of human education, and we have understood that education that is inculcating both the value dimension and the skill dimensions is the actual education, and it is the humanistic education, and it is actually enabling the competence to live with definite human conduct, and this is the entry point. And then we have discussed the concept of human conduct, human constitution, and the universal human order. So today we'll be talking about profession and professional ethics. You see, profession is a significant domain of human activity. It is targeted towards participating in the larger order, और ये larger order include करता है society and the nature around. So profession, it includes a meaningful participation of each one of us, and each one in one or more of the five domains of human endeavor, which we have already discussed when we were discussing the comprehensive human goal. इनमें से एक, if you remember, the important domains was the domain which was related to production and production related activities, and it is through this domain which makes available the necessary physical facilities or livelihood for oneself and one's family. So profession में one has to interact with other human beings as well as the living and non-living entities of rest of the nature. So by getting professional education, one acquires the specific skills and knowledge in order to make this contribution in the larger order. Ethical conduct या professional ethics, when we are talking about it, implies the right utilization of one's professional skills towards the fulfillment of the comprehensive human whole goal. और जब ये right utilization होगा in the fulfillment of the comprehensive human goal, then the person would be meaningfully participating in the larger order which is involving the society and the nature around. तो किसी भी competent professional से it is expected that he or she would be carrying out his or her profession with right understanding, dexterity and commitment, so that whatever effort is put in, it is conducive to human welfare. मतलब it is ensuring the happiness and prosperity of each and every individual, and also it is leading to the enrichment of self rest of the nature. If you remember, दो बातें हमने पढ़ी थी, म्यूचुअल फुलफिलमेंट, म्यूचुअल प्रोस्पेरिटी. तो लेकिन इसको पूरा अचीव करने के लिए it is essential to develop the value competence or the ethical competence in the human beings along with the requisite skills. तो आज के टाइम में वही पूरे एजुकेशन सिस्टम में आपने देखा ही है, देयर इज एन इंक्रीजिंग थ्रस्ट on the sophistication of professional skills, and most of the effort in education is directed towards this objective. So there is hardly any emphasis on developing the ethical competence which can only be acquired through appropriate value education. So, the issues pertaining to the unethical conduct of profession are presently becoming a matter of widespread concern. With increase in skills, with the increase in technical know-how, with the availability of sophisticated technologies, large-scale networking to harness these skills, so human beings have acquired tremendous power to influence the lives of their fellow human beings as well as the state of nature on this planet. And in this situation, it becomes crucial to ensure the ethical utilization of professional capabilities. And in that context, you've already talked about the ethical human conduct. So यहाँ पर when I'm talking about professional ethics, we shall first try to understand what actually is profession, try to understand profession in the right perspective, and then we'll be talking about the real competence in professional ethics. So we'll also try to see कि what is the current scenario with respect to the professional ethics, जिससे कि बहुत ज़्यादा widespread unethical practices are proliferating in a variety of ways. So professional ethics that therefore implies the right utilization of one's professional skills for fulfilling the comprehensive human goal, and professional education say one acquires the specific skills and knowledge in order to make his contribution in the larger order, and a professional hence must be working with the right understanding, dexterity and commitment, and for this it is essential to develop the value competence or the ethical competence. It is important activity to authenticate one's understanding, whereby we interact with other human beings and with the rest of nature in a mutually fulfilling manner. और इससे हम कह सकते हैं that profession is actually a service. So, having understood the above notion of profession, let us pause a while to investigate how we are presently looking at the profession. What is in our mind when we try to choose a professional career? What do we consider as a good profession? What is the general view of the parents in regards to कि उनका child, what appropriate profession that their child must be choosing? किस तरीके से people in society give value to various professions? See, is it getting just related to getting more and more money, getting more and more power, or getting more perks or comforts? तो ये चीज आपको अपने ही लेवल पर we need to verify this. And the whole purpose of value education is to enable the development of the right understanding and also the competence which is essential to ensure professional ethics. So, the issues in professional ethics are becoming very complex in the current scenario. Unethical practices are rapidly increasing and their impact is also becoming far reaching. Corruption is almost spread everywhere and it is afflicting all professions like a virus. Similarly, other unethical practices are also getting more, proliferating and getting out of control. So it is actually, appearing as if all the human ingenuity, all the human creativity, actually हम उसे use केवल कर रहे हैं newer and the subtler way to just bypass the ethical conduct of profession, to twist the laws, to beat the system. And good number of people have started nurturing the feeling that with money everything can be accomplished, any person can be purchased, any system can be bent to one's advantage. And as a result of this epidemic of unethical practices, we are frequently coming across serious scams, economic offenses, kickbacks in large scale purchases. तो कितने केसेस आपने पढ़ा ही है, बेनामी ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं, हवाला ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं, एंड itne lapses on the part of big organizations in the ethical conduct of profession have led to large scale disasters. भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी के repercussions आज तक वहाँ के लोग they are facing it. The Chernobyl disaster endangering public life and property and causing serious degradation to the environment. And this menace becomes even more serious as unethical policies are adopted collectively by large industries, cartels, multinational corporations, and even national governments. As a result, एक तरीके से legitimize ही हो गया है of all these unethical policies by projecting them to be in the interest of large group of people. We also observe strong influences being exercised by various groups which are frequently referred to as drug mafia, builder mafia, arms mafia, and so on and so forth. We are quite familiar कि advertisements misleading होते हैं, misleading propaganda होते हैं, and all these things are actually leading to degradation. तो कुछ common issues in unethical professional ethics जैसा कि आप देख ही रहे हैं, प्रॉब्लम क्या आ रही है कि the entire thrust is on the economic development, the total focus is on the wealth accumulation और profit maximization, और जितनी भी skills हैं, हर person, हर professional is using all his skills in this direction of wealth accumulation and profit maximization, जिसकी वजह से multiple global maladies हो रही हैं, contradictions at all levels. As I just mentioned, corruption is rampant at all levels, at all places, in all industries. Tax invasion है, misuse of public funds है, misleading propaganda, unethical advertisements, unethical sales promotion, adulteration, food items में कितना adulteration है और इसकी वजह से कितनी problems आती हैं, we all are aware of this. Endangering the health and safety of public at large, hoarding, overcharging, and the list may go on and on and on. It is endless. And why is all this actually happening and who is contributing to the aggravation of this situation? और इसका इम्पैक्ट हमारी हैप्पीनेस एंड प्रॉस्पेरिटी पर क्या होता है, ये सब चीज़ों पर विचार करने की, सोचने की, एक्सप्लोर करने की बहुत ज़रूरत है. And it is true that the adverse impact of this malaise is being widely felt, or many agencies, government bodies, professional societies, NGOs, media, professional educators, all are trying to devise ways and means to control the situation. However, all the methods being adopted are either of symptomatic nature हैं या punitive measures हैं, but they are not offering any real solutions to the whole problem. So things, while there is no denying, जैसे sting operations हो रहे हैं, and stringent laws बनाए जा रहे हैं, oaths administer की जाती हैं, codes of ethical conduct हैं, corporate governance के rules हैं. So while there is no denying the fact that all the above methods are done with the earnest intention to tackle the present situation, however इन सब की आप देखिए केवल एक temporary utility है, और ये एक deterrent की तरीके से एक limited degree में ही prove हो सकते हैं. So the real way out is to work towards developing the ethical competence. लोगों की consciousness पर काम करना है, and then only things can improve. So having understood the profession in the right perspective, let us clearly demarcate what we mean by developing ethical competence या value competence of an individual, which is the only effective way to ensure professional ethics. अगर ये absence होगा इसी competence का, then any number of oaths, any number of prescribed codes of conduct, etc., they become mere formalities. So before moving further, before discussing further, let us also try to visualize as to why a person acts unethically. So it is primarily because of lack of correct understanding about happiness and prosperity. If a person views happiness in terms of just maximization of sensory enjoyment and prosperity in terms of accumulation of physical facilities, then the motivation naturally, इसको पूरा happiness को अगर हमने केवल इसी sensory pleasures के लिए कर लिया है, तो motivation automatically हो ही जाती है कि wealth तो इसके लिए चाहिए ही, तो wealth maximization ही motivation है, और इसके pursuit में all other considerations they become secondary. Therefore, एक के बाद एक unethical practices में we'll be engaged, and it becomes a vicious circle, as these seem to cater well to the above misconceived notion of happiness, and इसके outcome भी immediately attractive होते हैं, and then it tends to make people adhere to this wrong notion firmly that only wealth is everything. And as many other people seem to be following the same path, and ऐसा लगता ही है कि apparently they are gaining from it, so this is believed to be the only pragmatic way of living. और इस in this context ethical considerations को यही लगता है कि ये तो idealism की बातें हैं, ऐसा कहाँ होता है, real life में तो हम इसे follow कर ही नहीं सकते हैं. तो no doubt ऐसे challenges आना, ऐसे dilemmas आना, they are quite natural, स्वाभाविक सा ही है. लेकिन as already mentioned, the development of ethical competence is a long term process to be achieved, and only through appropriate value education. So as profession is only a subset of the various activities in life, so the competence in profession would only be manifested with the help of right understanding. So in order to ensure competence in professional ethics, some of the salient features is कि सबसे पहले comprehensive human goal के बारे में clarity होनी चाहिए. So that which was right understanding in individual, prosperity in family, fearlessness in society, and coexistence in nature, जिसको हम समाधान, समृद्धि, अभय और सह अस्तित्व भी कहते हैं. And because इससे ही we'll be moving to achieving the universal human order from the family to the world family. Also, a individual should be confidence in him, having confidence in himself, as well as confidence in this entire system, in the harmony, in the coexistence, in the self regulation which is prevailing in the entire existence. और जब right understanding अपने लिए आएगी, तभी ये चीज समझ में आएगी. और इसी तरीके से कॉम्पिटेंस होनी चाहिए फॉर म्यूचुअली फुलफिलिंग बिहेवियर, clarity and confidence in ethical human conduct, and its correlation with sustainable personal as well as collective happiness and prosperity. इसी तरीके से म्यूचुअली फुलफिलमेंट के साथ में म्यूचुअल एनरिचमेंट बिहेवियर भी होना चाहिए इन द इंट्रैक्शन विद द रेस्ट ऑफ नेचर. अबिलिटी टू असेस कि कितनी फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज की ज़रूरत है फैमिली के लिए, एंड उसको फिर फुलफिल करने के लिए हाउ टू अडॉप्ट द काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम्स विच वुड बी इंश्योरिंग हार्मनी इन नेचर, and also competence of actualizing one's understanding in real life. So having understood the meaning of profession and professional ethics, so now I'm be talking about another very important domain कि actually holistic technologies, holistic production systems, holistic management model से क्या मतलब है. You see, पहले भी हमने डिस्कस किया है कि right understanding provides us the vision for a holistic alternative. It provides the vision for मानवीय व्यवस्था which is actually a model of living which is inherently conducive to the needs of all human beings, and it is also mutually fulfilling and also compatible with nature. So, of course, such a model will necessitate the visualization and development of appropriate technologies, production systems, and management models. और तभी हम comprehensive human goal of समाधान, समृद्धि, अभय and सह अस्तित्व को achieve कर पाएंगे. So it will be necessary to develop and also adopt and popularize technologies and systems which are conducive to human welfare, and not merely which is focusing attention on simple economic growth. And development of such systems and devices, it is not all that easy, and it is actually, if you say, very easy, because it requires right understanding and close scrutiny of the systems and processes of nature, क्योंकि nature के जो system है वो basically holistic हैं, time tested हैं, self regulated हैं. So of course there is an ample scope for creative processing on the part of human beings. Further, it will also require a careful learning from some of the traditional practices, critically examining so that we are able to identify their strengths and desirable features. और जब नई टेक्नोलॉजी को इवॉल्व कर रहे हैं तो ये पुरानी ट्रेडिशनल चीज़ों को भी रिटेन करें. ओनली देन वी कैन अप्रोप्रिएटली हार्नेस जो हमारा ट्रेडिशनल विजडम है, विच इज़ अ स्टोर हाउस, and along with the present day knowledge of science and technology. So we'll try to identify the salient criteria जिससे हम evaluate कर सकें, जिससे हम assess कर सकें कि which are the appropriate technologies, what are the appropriate protection systems and management models. So if we talk about the holistic criteria for evaluation, generally speaking, there are three broad criteria to guide the development of technologies and systems, and which is first point is कि any such idea should be catering to appropriate needs and lifestyle. It must be people friendly and it must be eco friendly. In addition, these have to promote local self sufficiency and optimal utilization of local resources and expertise. So this is all in today's lecture. We have hope you have understood the actual meaning of profession, the meaning of professional ethics, and how to develop competence in professional ethics. And we have already started the vision for holistic technologies, production systems, and management models. We'll be completing this talk in the next class. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.